So today we are going to be doing an artificial heart design project, and you guys are going to be able to describe the general size, location, and function of the heart. And also you're going to be able to discuss your opinions of how the invention of the artificial heart impacts society. So I'm going to be asking you guys a couple questions about the project, and then I'm going to give you some information about the project. And if you guys have any questions after, if you need me to explain anything, you can just ask me after. So the first question is, what devices have engineers designed to help people who have lost their arms or legs? I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to answer. Okay, so some things that engineers have designed to help people who have lost their arms or legs are crutches, wheelchairs, replacement artificial hands, arms, and also legs. And what do people do when they have damaged body organs such as livers or eye corneas? Again, I'm going to take a couple of answers, and then I'll tell you. Okay, so we have developed ways to transplant donor organs into patients to extend their lives. So the human heart is a pretty important and also very complicated organ. What do we do when people have troubles with the functioning of their heart? Well, our best bet is to find a donor heart. But if we have to wait a while for that, what do we do? So if people wait too long to get a heart because they're waiting on a heart donor, they might not survive. And so engineers have designed artificial hearts that can be used temporarily while people are waiting for a human heart donation match, or to keep patients alive during heart surgeries. So the artificial heart is a very important scientific or engineering made. It's just very important because there have been a lot of lives that have been saved because of the artificial implant, because they couldn't wait for a heart donor, or during heart surgery, they use it during heart surgery. So engineers are continuing to work towards the ultimate goal of designing artificial hearts that are more than temporary, that can sustain people's lives indefinitely. And what would it take to do this? So today Let's imagine that you are biomedical engineers asked to design artificial hearts. What do you need to know about the human heart in order to create a complete mechanical replacement? Well, let's find out. So, the main function of the cardiovascular system is for the heart to pump blood throughout the body's network of veins and arteries. The function of blood is to pick up oxygen from the lungs through small capillaries and carry oxygen to organs all over the body. Blood is also responsible for picking up unwanted carbon dioxide and bringing it to the lungs for waste disposal via expiration. The heart is the main pump for the system, and the veins and arteries serves as pipes that carry the blood. With heart disease being the #1 cause of death in the United States, many people with heart disease die before heart donations become available to them. Thus, a huge demand exists to develop a fully functioning artificial heart. So, I've already sent out the design process handout link, and you guys should have received that in your email. I'm going to explain the steps of the engineering design process, and so the engineering design process are what engineers follow as they design new products and systems. And those steps will be used as an outline for this activity. So now we're going to briefly review each step of the engineering design process. So step 1 is to identify what is our engineering challenge. So I split you up into Zoom breakout rooms, or actually I sent your groups through Zoom, so you guys should know who your groups are. I'm going to give you some time to clearly define the problem and identify needs and constraints. So to design an artificial heart that can carry out all the functions of a human heart, this is the first step of the engineering design process, and engineers need to understand the problem before solving it. So if you don't understand the problem, how are you going to solve it? Like I said, I sent out your groups, and I'm going to split you up into Zoom breakout rooms, and it's going to be 3 students to each group. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to write down what you need to know about the heart, and then we'll move on. Okay, now I'm going to take some answers to make sure that you guys are on the right track. Okay, so those were all very good answers. Now I'm going to send out the blood flow worksheet link for you guys to begin working on. And you guys can use textbooks or the internet to research blood flow through the human heart. And I actually have a good website, and it's called How the Healthy Heart Works, and I will send that to you guys so you can research that. So now I'm going to give you guys about 8 to 10 minutes to brainstorm what information you guys would need to know about the heart in order to design and create a working artificial heart. I suggest that you guys use the back of I suggest you guys use that handout, and you can write down all your ideas, or you can just use it on a sheet of paper. So an example of some of the ideas you can write down are: what are the functions of the heart? What does it need to do? How does it pump blood, and in what order? What size is the heart? Where does it connect to the rest of the body? And what are its chemical and physical characteristics? So from what materials is the heart made? I really want you guys to focus on the quantity of ideas rather than the quality, because it's very nice to have a lot of ideas and then work up from there instead of having a few and not having very many options. Okay, so I'm going to start the time now. Again, it's going to be 8 to 10 minutes. And I'm going to put you guys in break rooms. And go. Okay, you guys have 5 more minutes. Again, if you have any questions, we're gonna go over this after the time is up. Okay, so that is time. And I'm gonna bring everybody back in from the break rooms. Okay, so what did you guys find? We're gonna use the next 10 minutes to discuss what you guys found. I'm also going to call out some questions and see if you guys got any answers for them. So, what are the functions of the heart? What does the heart need to do? How does the heart pump blood, and in what order? What size is the heart? Where does the heart connect to the rest of the body? And then what are the heart's chemical and physical characteristics? From what materials is the heart made? Okay, if you didn't have answers to all those questions, you really need to do some more research. And I'm also going to send you guys some more links to research. And if you have any questions, please just ask. So the engineering design process is a proven approach to research, design, model, and create viable new ideas. Biomedical engineering is a growing research field that merges engineering with the medical field to create new devices, procedures, and medicines that enhance or extend human quality of life. And if you guys research like how far we've come in just the past like 10 to 15 years on like biomedical engineering, it's crazy because people are just constantly coming up with new things, and just to make this like people's life who they may be disabled or they just recently got disabled, just to make their life a little bit easier. By doing this lesson, you all will be learning the heart functions, learning how engineering correlates with the medical field, and also the many uses of for the artificial heart on different types of diseases. And we're also going to cover like some cardiovascular diseases in some later lessons. But please be sure to keep working on your flow chart. If you have not gotten a lot done today, we'll be continuing to work on this in class tomorrow. So thank you guys.